Good morning, this is the far end part 2. So not a lot has changed here in the corner. I've started doubling up on the trees because the seafoam trees I got were so poor. In fact, I've just opened another box and apart from 3 or 4 trees, they're equally poor. They're all tall and thin with no meat on the bones. They certainly don't look like this tree in the back of the churchyard. Talking of the churchyard, this is now complete. I got some more gravestones and a war memorial. And we've spread the stones around, as you do, as best you can, handling these very small bits and pieces. And it looks good. I'm quite happy with this. I'm not going to go and fill it up with gravestones. It's enough for effect. And then when you come down to the right level, it does look good. Nothing changed here. But it has here. I've got my cows in. And a couple of trees and some bushes. And because I've been using Yoo-hoo, it strings, it leaves bits and pieces behind like this, hanging off this tree. I don't know where that's come from. We'll just nip that off. I got the edge of the board to tidy up. Another 5-minute job. But at least we've got some creatures. And it looks okay. I haven't overcrowded this. I've put enough in without going mad. But the real big change for the layout this week is on the far right. As you can see, I've been getting on with it. And this is the Goodyard, which it doesn't look too much like a Goodyard because it's too clean, really. And a sign for a Fort Capri. Who can remember those? And the station is populated. Now there are lights on here, and at the moment they have not been wired up. There's just got loads of wires dangling under the board. Got a little ground frame there, which I got off eBay. And everything's in place here. Now the trouble with these little people is they do not have feet. They desperately need something to help them stand up. You sort of like try and glue them in place and they just keel over. But I've basically done all the way up to the bridge here. Anyone fancy a Vincent? I've still got to make this a little bit more untidy, and I'm going to try some weathering powder. But that's about as far as I've got. Now I've added my tarmac mix to the top of the bridge. It's a little untidy, but it looks better than the grey. As you can see, the front here isn't done because you can't do the front while you're leaning over reaching to the back. But that's the next job, is to do that house and do the static grass in this area. So that's my update. Nothing running at the moment because I'm too busy to actually stop and run anything. But it all looks good. There will be more changes. There will be more trees in here. Cheerio.